Space is very significant to a child.
We have such a high percentage of child abuse victims in San Antonio, in Bexar County. A lot of them go unreported.
It happens everywhere, happens across income levels, happens across ethnicities.
There was almost 5,600 reported cases of child abuse last year, which was up 26% from the year before.
I see it all the time across the street in the courthouse. And it's sad. It's sad because a lot of these kids don't really have a voice.
A child is abused and they're having to go to different locations throughout the city to get support for the crime that has been committed against them.
If they don't get professional counseling, help, guidance through the healing process, they may be dealing with it for the rest of their lives. You know, some of these traumas we know they'll be dealing with for the rest of their lives.
ChildSafe is a not-for-profit organization that provides support for children that are victims of abuse and neglect.
What is unique about what ChildSafe does is they collaborate with various other organizations to be able to serve these victims on multiple levels.
We're in a really small facility right now, so we're not all together in the same space.
The cases of child abuse are going to greatly increase. More cases are going to come forward.
They're needing to hire staff and support counselors, additional law enforcement, additional CPS workers.
District Attorney's Office, San Antonio Police Department, Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
If we've got the right people in the right building, in the right location, we can ensure that we've got better outcomes consistently.
So in the new building, all of those people will be in one location. A place where families and children could heal from the trauma of abuse.
This is a mission, this is an organization that deserves, and it's exposing communities to architectural services.
Our city financially supported this project.
We simply weren't doing enough until ChildSafe really brought it to our attention and has invested in many ways, not just in the expansion of a building, but in their leadership and in their partnerships.
Overland's a great partner. They're really involved in our community, involved in the city.
They've done a lot of work that kind of challenges the conventional models of how a nonprofit works.
So much care has gone in between Overland and the ChildSafe team to ensure everything we did, every change we made, and how is this going to affect the children when they walk in?
From every step along the way as they move through the facility, from the interviews to the meeting with the counselors. And so they spend a lot of time there, and really what we wanted to do is make it as comfortable as possible.
Multitude of our programs are really centered around being outside, bringing families closer together, utilizing the outdoors.
This design had to be that way. It had to shape and be shaped by the natural environment to create the spaces and the symbolism.
Employees are hearing about child abuse and these horrific events that are happening to these children, and they're potentially making that outcry for the very first time, and they're playing witness to that outcry.
In 20 years, I wish that the building would be up for sale because we wouldn't have an issue like this anymore.
The goal is for this to be somewhat of a community center.
Inviting people into a facility that does this type of work is going to be important for just people to be informed. That's really when change can happen.
We want to be, as the city of San Antonio, one that is compassionate, one that is reaching out to folks who are most at need.
We want a strong community, we care about each other, we want San Antonio to be a great place, and if we're not taking care of those having the most issues, we're doing a disservice to our community.
The project was really just listening to the various needs.
And then trying to use design to help solve and be a catalyst for that change. If one child comes to this facility and regains hope and dignity and gets a new beginning, then it was all worth it.
It's a way for design to make you feel that you're worth it.